すべてはここから始まった。悪なき闘争と反逆、血の宿命だ。
私の愛する平八さんはやがて世界を戦乱に巻き込み多くの犠牲を生むでしょう。
貴様何者じゃ。我は剣を清めし者だ。剣を清めし者だ。剣を清めし者だ。すべて動き出した。すべて動き出した。もう誰も止めることはできない。
I'll send you up there to get it.
Alright, I think we good. Yo,
that material from the church.
Rikasu, can you hear us now? I think so. Yeah, I can hear it. Alright, yeah, we're good. Alright, so yeah, we're starting with the tournament. What's up, Mike? That boy Mike ATL.
What's up, Michael?
He'll be up here later tonight. We got season 3. Appreciate it, Rikasu. Yeah, we got season 3, second house tour, team turmoil starting tonight. The stream's gonna be at 8:30 on twitch.tv/MikeATL. But let's go back and kind of rehash what we were just talking about because they couldn't hear us.
Backtrack. Yeah, we were talking about we had a great tournament Wednesday night, 4-4 esports. It was crazy. Y'all can go back and watch the VOD. Y'all can also catch the we had a couple of the other matches that weren't on Chop stream. They were on your stream. They were on the 4-4 esports stream. So if you're in here, make sure you follow. If we help, it help out a lot. If you could sub, man, we got some dope emotes too, going crazy. But if you go back to the VODs, you can watch the matches that weren't on Chop stream. You can watch them on Greg's stream, and then you can always go to Chop's YouTube and watch some stuff. But it was crazy. We had 37 entrants. That's the most it's been since season 4 opening. Yeah.
That's the most it's been, dog. It was a good turnout, man.
Great turnout.
I'm gonna pull up these results real quick too.
Pull them up. We know Chop won.
Chop won. Abstract took second.
I forgot who got third.
If I'm not mistaken, who did I pay out third place? Pulling it up right now.
Let me get my memory right. Hold up. Oh, let me get my memory. Knox. That's right. Knox. Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot Knox. And then Kith Mercer took 4th.
Shamir. Shout out to my boy Shamir. What's up, dog?
Vito and Rel tied for 5th. And Killer 6 and Bit of Jury tied for 7th. Yo, Bit of Jury made top 8, dog. That might be the first time he made top 8, but
I've never. You know him? I do not know Bit of Jury. I see Bit of Jury and Chop's stream and Mike's stream all the time, and I did not know he was from Atlanta.
No, yeah, he's from here, man. He comes out when he can. I think he's working on like his car situation or something. He's getting a new privately owned vehicle or something.
Oh, like that. Privately owned vehicle.
I think something like that.
But very well explained. Great.
Yeah, man, he plays a little bit of everybody, man. I think he plays some Melissa. I think he plays some Noctis. He plays a little bit. Every time I played him in casuals, he seems to have a different character for him.
I see that boy playing, talking a lot of junk in the chat. And like I said, I didn't know he was from here. If I knew he was from here and I see him, I'm definitely going to holler at him because he be throwing some darts at me, but he don't want no smoke. But anyway, it's always good to see young players or people that I actually see in the chat actually coming to the venue. That's dope. It's just crazy because now, Greg, back in the day, people used to tag the ATL on their name. That's how we used to shout each other out. Like if I see If I see 4-4 final boss, well, I don't know if I see 4-4 final boss, I'm gonna know you from Atlanta.
Yeah.
But if I see 4-4 final boss ATL, no matter if you're in Eris's stream or if you're in T-Pain's stream, I'm gonna shout you out. Yo, you from ATL? You from ATL? It's how we identify each other. It's like wearing a flag, like being in the game, blue or red, you know what I'm saying? And like none of the young players do that anymore. Like they just be trying to represent like these little, I don't know what they be trying to do. Bitter Jury is just his name, but if it said Bitter Jury ATL, I'd be like, oh, he's over here, so. I don't know, but shout out to him for turning out, and shout out to him for getting top 8. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's cool, man. His real name's Tyler, man. You know, I like to do
Tyler?
I like to be on a real name basis
I
with
think
people.
you introduced me to him.
You've been up here with him, man.
What does he look
Yeah.
like? You black?
No, you're thinking of my boy from Hawkinsville, Tyler, who came up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were here that night, maybe.
I was here.
Okay,
Because
yeah,
you told me to come up here because your boy from Hawkinsville was here. Yeah.
So that's Tyler Jenkins, but the other Tyler, that's Bitter Jury. You'll see him up here, man. He's shorter dude. He has kind of like a little mini fro.
Okay.
And he's usually eating like Haru fried chicken and stuff like that. But,
What's up, Chap Stop? That's a crazy name.
yeah, let me switch these names real quick too. I just switched the camera around.
Oh, you putting the
Still
emote
messing
in
with
there? That emote is so
You
good.
like that?
Well, it's great because the banana sets it off.
Yeah, you gotta put that.
It's
I
so
know how
ridiculous.
much you like bananas too, man. You know, you
Whoa,
that's
chill
like
out.
one of your favorite shaped
Chill out.
fruits,
That's you
man.
and
You
Mike.
can do a lot of stuff with
That's
the
you
way you
and
hold
Mike
it at the
love it.
base.
That's you and Mike loving that potassium.
shout
Where's
out to Mike.
Bethlehem?
Bethlehem, that's where Jesus Christ was born, wasn't it?
It is where Jesus was born, but where's Bethlehem, Georgia? I know Jesus was born in Bethlehem,
I
Georgia.
didn't know that was a real place.
I didn't either. Where's
Bethlehem, Georgia?
Where's Bethlehem, Chap? Stop. Let us know, man, so we can see. Because he says he lives in Bethlehem, or she says he lives in Bethlehem, and it's a little bit of a hike. But you can always, you can always carpool if you got other homies that drive. Y'all put some money together and come down here one Saturday.
Get y'all through.
Yeah, come down here on a Saturday so you can see where it is, and then prepare to come on a Wednesday. But yeah, back to that tournament. It was super hype. We didn't end until like 1 o'clock.
No, we didn't get out of here until about 2:30.
I know. I was here until 1:45. Yeah.
Because Chop has to wrap up all this gear and stuff, and we're trying to get another PC build so we don't have to do that anymore. But like staying behind, cleaning up everything, man, it's a little process, man. My girlfriend hates me right now.
I know, man. We gotta get you some help.
I don't ever be at home ever.
We gotta
she
get you
thinks
some
I'm
help.
out cheating on her or something.
No, she's not cheating. We might have to get shout out to the 4-4 final queen. We might have to get her up here just to hang out or just help with the put up or something like that, so she knows the 4-4 final boss is actually working.
Got me working, dog.
Not out here, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not at Oasis.
Freaking, whoa, not anymore.
Not
anymore.
Not anymore, dog. And at Follies, they closed it down. I can't be over there no
Okay,
more.
Snellville. Okay, Bethlehem is near Athens. Snellville is, I know where Snellville is. Snellville is far as hell too. Lawrenceville, that's where Nito lives, Lawrenceville.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that live up in
It's-
Lawrenceville.
yeah,
Nito,
Knox lives up there.
yeah, Knox is up in Lawrenceville now?
Yeah.
I think you did say that. And Neon's up there, Trevor's up there.
Oh, okay. They got their whole little clique up there.
Yeah, it's a little click up at Lawrence real quick, man.
Yeah,
I think
right.
at some point Pleasant Man was up there and 0-2 was up there.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense to why they don't.
They always come together and stuff.
No, that makes sense why they don't really know how to deal with black people well.
Oh.
Because they're from the outer.
Anywhere outside of like.
And if you outside the perimeter, dog, you're not used to all this blackness, dog. You be kind of nervous about being around black folks.
Yeah, dog,
and they definitely
thugging out
act very timid, but they're getting better. And we don't want to make this a racial thing. It's just the way it is, dog. People, we kind of real, and it kind of scares people. So, but it's just good to have them. But outside of that, we had a great tournament. Like you said, Chop first. Alex had a good showing that second.
What up, Shiro?
Yeah, what's up, Shiro? And Knox third. But the story of the night was that clip dog on Twitch. What's up? You got it loaded? You gonna try to get it loaded?
I'm trying to get it loaded up
You're
right
trash,
now, man.
dog.
I'm trying
You
to,
are
man.
trash.
You know, I'm just trying to
Just
figure
pull
out
the
how to use the
clip
computer.
up. No, just you want me to put the clip in the chat?
Yeah, put the clip in the chat.
I'll put the clip in the chat while
Let's see if I can download it and then I can upload it into the
Okay,
to
so
the thing.
there was just to describe it while I get the thanks for the sub, Shiro.
Oh, Shiro, appreciate that.
Good looking out, boy. Subbing for 2 months, yo. You ain't gonna be disappointed by these emotes, dog. We might have to get a Shiro emote. You might have to get one. Playboy Toby, what's good, boy? My boy Pharaoh in the house. What's good, gangster? That's my dog.
Oh, yeah, that
right
is
there.
Pharaoh. Pharaoh put me on to his little restaurant he's working at too up in
He told me about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Up in Alpharetta. Yeah, he told me about it. You been up there?
No, I'm gonna try to take my girl there so she stop hating me.
Oh God! Look at the Dill Mop emote.
Dill Bob emote
That
is
Dill
killing
Bob
me, dog.
emote looks incredible.
Yeah, shout out to Chefshire. She really helped
Yeah,
out.
give
do
her a
those,
shout out.
man. If y'all
Well, I'll look up this link.
yeah, if y'all need some emotes made, some nice little cartoons.
Nah, don't tell
them.
them. Don't be getting no emotes made by her. Buy her merchandise. We got the plug.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
She does
saying?
have
We don't
merch,
want
too.
y'all looking like us. No way.
She got little Tekken keychains and stuff that she
Yeah,
makes.
it's cute, man.
They're dope.
She's super dope.
But yo, let's get back to this tournament real quick. While
Hold
you
on,
pulling
I'm getting
up
the clip.
while
I'm
you
getting the
pulling-
clip.
I'm gonna
Hold
talk
on,
about the overall bracket. So Let's pull this thing up real quick and see who played who.
So look, the story of the night was the OGs came and it was super hype and we had a good time.
What
up,
OGs
Jim?
came? It was Gio, Killer 6.
Gio, Killer 6.
Anybody else?
I always consider Shamir OG.
Shamir.
But just those two alone, the Ryatsu was through the roof.
Shamir took 4th and he don't even really play anymore.
Shamir plays all the time.
I mean, like, he not like, you know, back when everything was going on, though.
No, when I told you Sunday you called and I was sparring, it's against Shamir.
Is he playing, like, constantly?
We play constantly,
okay,
Greg.
I know he was playing.
People always say, no, we don't. Just because you don't see us doesn't mean we're not playing.
I just figured y'all wouldn't be playing anymore.
No, we play all the time.
Okay.
You can't be this good and not play all the time.
Well, shit, that's good.
Yeah, we don't get to play against each other all the time.
Yeah.
But there's just a certain level of, like, commitment you have to be.
No, you want to know who I want to see again?
Who?
Hands on sight, dog.
He's been around, man. Alex and I were talking about him. He had some family stuff going on.
Yeah, I know all about it.
Yeah, and now he's kind of coming back. He streams again. You don't catch him streaming, do you?
I don't catch him, but I got a notification. I follow him, so I got a notification he was live the other day.
Son be streaming. He's definitely at the upper class. He's the upper class of the 017ers.
Okay.
He's a problem. Me and Mike used to see him early, and no, he was a problem. Okay, you pulling it up?
Oh no, I'm trying to see if I could download this real quick. Oh no, it's on Chop's channel, not mine. That's why I can't download it.
Oh, that's right, Alex. You're competing tonight. Yeah, Pharaoh come through. He said he's gonna roll up around 6 and get some games in.
Okay, bet.
So come up. I'm gonna be up here for a little second. I gotta run and do some errands.
Well, y'all can watch this clip real quick. And in the meantime, so let's see. We had we had some guys come down from South Carolina.
Yeah, you always mention them. Shout them out. Yeah.
So Passionist came down. Bill Nye came down.
And the King player. What was his name?
Prime Stone.
Prime Stone. That's the Negan player.
And King Peace.
That's his name.
Prime Stone. And there's one other guy, not Passionist. Where is he? He's from South Carolina, and his name is. Come on. It wasn't Shot Boy.
Shout out to South Carolina, man. I'm originally from South Carolina, man.
I find his name. He's starting to come down more often.
Yeah, they're initially it was just two of them. Now they're coming down every week and
they're bringing
carpooling.
people.
Yeah, they're bringing people. That's like
Ethnic Mix-Up. That's
Ethnic Mix-Up. That's him. That's a dope name.
I think he's a mixed dude, just like
yeah.
me, so
He was here. He was here last week. He was here last Wednesday. He wasn't here this past Wednesday.
Yeah. So he came down. He brought those guys with him. And
Chat stop. What's good? Thanks for the sub, man. We appreciate it, boy.
Passionist. Oh, we got another sub. Appreciate that.
Woo! Deal about emotes. Why y'all not showing me no love with the emotes?
Yeah,
man?
no, we got a Desert Trash emote. Hey,
Their wings,
baby.
No, it's because they're wings. See, we gotta have that clip.
Okay.
Clip. Nah, but Dilbob is the man.
Yeah,
Dilbob is the man. But yeah, the South Carolina crew came down, and there's people. Hopefully, we get some Alabama people eventually.
Yeah. I talked to somebody. Somebody was in the chat yesterday from Tennessee. And I can't remember the tag. It's so many tags we talked to. Forgive me if I forget y'all's tags, but he was talking about trying to link. I told him to send me a message on Twitter whenever he gets the time, but he was talking about trying to get some Tennessee people to come down here.
Yeah, he told me about him.
Yeah, I'm like, let's run it anytime when y'all are ready.
He's from Knoxville, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm like,
that's
we
what Gio's
need
from.
more people. Okay, Gio's from Knoxville? That explains a lot.
Gio and that explains a lot. He's a Tennessee hillbilly, dog.
Okay.
Him and Trong. And,
appreciate the sub, Mike.
Good looking out, Mike. That's what I'm talking about. See, this is the thing.
Mizike.
This the thing. That's what I try to tell the other players, not you, about this community. Mike's gonna sub to us or you, and then I'm gonna sub to Mike. You know what I'm saying? It's like the love just keeps going around.
Yeah.
I see Elliot streaming, I sub to him. At least one time, we do it for every stream, and we all support each other. You know what I'm saying? Even when you leave, we still support you. Turkish streaming now. Shout out to my boy Little Turkles. And I'll sub to his channel and just show him some love. So we appreciate the support, man. We gotta get Mike up here to talk about the old days one day. He's definitely gonna be a guest on our podcast, man. Mike is
I heard a lot of stories, man. I want to hear some, Man,
I would love Mike to come Mike is a legend, dog. Mike is a legend. But we'll get back to the tournament. Yeah, we had the South Carolina players, and then it was I put the clip in there for Dill Bob and Killer 6, which it went viral. It was magical.
I haven't actually figured out how to make this like automatic.
I thought you had the little sub animation though.
I did it. You didn't just see it?
No.
Oh, he said
somebody
so.
said it. Oh, I just seen it.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta take it out now. And I haven't figured out how to work it in to where it's like automatically configured and all
that's
that.
nasty. That looks like anime.
Yeah. But it's gonna be Mario KBZ. Mario made that.
Shout out to Mario, my dog. What's up?
He
Hey boy, he got us laced right now. Y'all see the layout from last week? We upgrading right now.
Yeah, we upgrading, dog.
They don't see the neon lights. Should point out the neon lights.
They talking about we're trying to make it look like you're in the actual venue. So if you've been up here, everybody knows like the LEDs behind the TVs and the thing is kind of like just the look of the shop. So we're trying to make you feel like when you're at home, you can't be here.
It's
like
changing.
You're in the shop with us.
It's changing.
Yeah,
that's
it's
ill.
fading in different colors, dog.
Yeah, that's ill, dog.
We out here just like at the shop. But they talking about Killer 6 making the highlights,
Yeah,
dog.
he did. Yeah, he did.
So what was? I mean, so I wasn't watching because I was either up here.
You
or
weren't
the shop.
watching?
Dog, I gotta run the shop. Y'all
That's true. That's true.
That's the funniest misconception that all the players have. Like when they come report, they be like, "Did you get my score? Like, did you see what happened?" I be like, "No, I'm running the shop."
Right. That's
I call the
that's
matches
fair.
and that's it. I don't
That's
see what
fair.
everybody's doing. So like, I miss all the action. You would think I know everything that's going on.
Nah,
I don't
you
see
you
nothing.
No, listen.
I don't see
I've
anything.
run a tournament. Me and
Yeah.
Mike have run. You see nothing. You have no fun.
It's the lamest
Everything
thing
is
ever.
broken. Nobody's at the station. You're looking
Ain't nobody
for.
listening to you.
You're looking for Clint and Gio. They in the car drinking. It's the worst, dog.
You got
So
people talking about some. Hey, text me when my matches are. Well, I don't got your number,
bro. Toasty's going to get a pizza, taking 2 hours.
No, that literally happened. We were doing an online tournament. Toasty said, be right back. I got to run downstairs. 45 minutes later, he finally comes back. It was a small online tournament, so we were like, whatever. It was really just like Hero, me, and like a few other people in like Pleasant Man, I think. And he was like, oh, I had to go run to Marco's to pick up a pizza. I was like, well, why you didn't tell us this? We've been waiting for you.
And why are you running to Marco's? There's like there's pizza places downtown are those pizza places around here that deliver? You're an idiot.
That was the best thing ever, though. So we got like an inside joke about
That's an
Toasty
inside
getting
joke,
pizza
that boy
all the
Toast.
time.
Shout out to the boy Toast Dog. What's up, Toast Dog? That's my
God,
boy.
baby.
But even if you weren't watching, it kind of made the shop like go crazy. So I thought you might have seen it, but it was what were you about to ask about it in particular?
What exactly happened that it was so? I saw the actual round, like the end of that round, how we brought it back. Well, like,
why was it so
what was it like two? Was it final round?
No, it was the circumstances. It was that
he was playing Dill Bob. I know that
he's playing Dill Bob and Dill Bob. Shout out to Dill Bob. Dill Bob's one of the players that the newer players hang their hopes on.
Yeah.
Because he's an extremely talented player. He plays with a niche character, and he's pretty good with them.
He's starting to play as Lucky Chloe, too.
He's starting to play as Lucky Chloe. He's really spreading his wings because he's a really skilled player, and he's smart, and he's cool, and he's funny, and he's dope. Yeah. The thing about Dill Bob, and I was telling Alex this, is contrary to how people feel about me and Chop and Gio, we look like, and you, we're big, bald black dudes and all that, and they're scared of us. Dill Bob's probably the scariest looking person that comes up here.
Dill Bob like he might strangle somebody.
Easily strangle somebody, possibly have something chopped up in his fridge.
When I first met Dill Bob the first time he came here, I thought he was gonna like, Dill Bob has like a really friendly voice and stuff too.
Yeah.
But before he ever opened his mouth, I would expect him to like talk like this. I was like,
I expected him to sound like a demon.
Yeah, he's like the friendliest dude on earth.
He's the friendliest, nicest, most engaging dude ever. So with that said, the perception of him, it looks like he's a murderer. But he is not. He is a very gifted Tekken player, and he was fighting a legendary Tekken player. So that was the build-up. Yeah. And the chat was kind of going crazy, wanting Dill Bob to win, like they always do. Yeah. And he was performing pretty well, but then he just started. The character that Killer 6 uses is the best in the game, right? It's Akuma. And
why is Akuma? I always see like the solo S tier character Akuma. Well, we'll get into that later.
We'll get into that. He's just Akuma's just ill. He's evil Goki, dog. He's a demon. He's got, instead of gauntlets, he's got ropes tied around his wrist, so you know he's gonna be ill. Yeah. But with that said,
do you play as him at all?
Who?
Do you ever play as him?
Is Akuma? Yeah. I love Akuma.
Okay, I've never seen you play as him.
Yeah, he's hard. He's hard to use.
I've only played Big E. I don't know if you know Big E, but he runs with Slim Cat and all them up in there.
I ain't played Big E. Oh yeah, I seen him before. Yeah. He came out here.
Not too long ago.
Yeah, shout out to Big E. What's up, dog?
He's the only Akuma player I've actually gotten any games in with. I know Killer 6. I know like Akuma plays him and all that. I never played them.
Well, Akuma plays him, but he doesn't play him at the level of Killer 6. Yeah. Akuma's just a solid player, so he gets away with a certain amount of just like Akuma being good and him exploiting that. But Killer 6 is a very skilled player, and he's very good with that skill, and he was just doing fire stuff. He was doing Dominique windmill dunks, you know what I'm saying? And it was just electrifying, and on top of Dill Bob trying to stop him, he was just doing crazy stuff, and then it got to this round to where Dill Bob was winning by a large amount.
Well, he had this little much
Killer Six had this much health, cuz. He had this much health, and he had rage, and he had Akuma, and there was no way that Dilbot was supposed to lose. And not only did he lose, he lost in a spectacular fashion.
Did you see it coming? Like when it was about to happen, did you
If
know?
you didn't watch the clip,
I saw the clip, but like, were you just caught up in the moment, or like when you saw him?
No,
when you saw him do that jump in kick or whatever it was, did you know like it's about to be over?
So me and Lil J, I call him Lil J, which is Killer Six. We play. He's familiar with that matchup because I'm playing with that matchup. And I know his play style, and I knew the circumstances, and I knew Dilbob's. Doesn't have a lot of experience dealing with like pressure situations like.
Because you were calling for that super before he did.
Oh, I knew it. It was me and Nito. If you listen to us, shout out to my boy Nito. Shout out to Logan. You could kind of feel the danger he was in, and I was like, he's just got to get away from the wall. Okay, this is what made it. He was against the wall. Jay had rage. Killer Six had rage, and he had a full meter. Well, he almost had a full meter, but if he hit him with another combo, he was gonna have a full bar. He's gonna have access to super, the fireball super, and he's gonna have access to his rage art, which does a lot of damage, plus the wall damage, plus the combo damage.
Yeah.
And Dilbot was just he was in danger, but he didn't have the tools to get out of the danger, and it just went exactly. It not only went wrong, Greg, it went way wronger than I could ever think. It just went wrong so bad. It went downhill.
But that's the beauty of like not just Tekken, like anything. That's the beauty of like sports too, man.
Yeah,
we got people that.
It's why you watching. It's why you watching.
But I mean, you watch 28-3.
Yeah. No. Listen, please don't bring up the Falcons, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I was just telling Tristan, shout out to my boy Top in the building, dog. Listen, I was just telling him like. The reason why me and you connect and we're cool is because we talk about the Falcons and our pain. Let's not bring this into the podcast.
Shout out to Rel and Iceman in the chat, Macho Franchise.
What's up, Iceman? Oh yeah, that boy Malcolm. What's up, Rel? Rel is trash.
I'll tell you, Iceman. Nobody hates the Falcons. I don't even think he just likes clowning everybody. But Iceman
is an Eagles fan.
He's an Eagles fan.
Iceman is an Eagles fan.
He's a Patriots fan.
He's originally from Philadelphia, I think. Iceman, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah,
he's a big Patriots fan.
Iceman is a Patriots fan, a Philadelphia Eagles fan. He just hates the Falcons.
I thought you were from.
Well, originally he might have been born there. You know, everybody.
It's like Connecticut or something.
No. But he's Iceman is ATL to the bone though, so he's got the right to criticize the Falcons. So.
Hey, look, we all hate it. We love Atlanta sports, but we hate them too, dog. We got the 95 Braves. That's it.
Yo, it's tough being a sports fan here.
I'm telling you.
We'll get into that. But anyway, the Killer Six thing took the show, and it was the way he came back, and it went viral, and then me and Logan talking about it, and then it was just one of those moments, man. It was good. It was one of you got a couple of moments at your arcade, Greg, that are legendary in Tekken, bro. You know that?
Yo, you received level 1 hype train emote. What does that mean?
Oh God, you gonna noob out the whole stream?
Bro, I don't know nothing. I don't know. Y'all know I don't know how to use computers.
Listen,
I thought that might be.
That's just people contributed to the hype of the chat, and they can sub too, and it gets the hype train going. And the more people that sub, the bigger the hype train goes.
Yeah, we do. Everybody loves to do, Bob.
Why
did it make me do that? That's what it wanted me to do. Say choo choo. Yo, I would never type choo choo.
That boy love that choo choo train, dog.
Dog. Listen, I had a joke. I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, listen, man. We got a different audience now. Iceman says he hates all ATL sports, and he's a Patriots fan originally from Philly, but lived in Boston for 4 years. So shout out to Iceman. So I knew it was something like that. I knew he used to always be talking about the Eagles, and we got Malcolm in the chat, Macho Franchise. Yeah, he's a Carolina Panthers fan, and Carolina sucks. Their colors suck.
Macho Franchise is a Philly fan, dog. Where you be?
Is he?
No, you fake news over here. I'm gonna start calling him.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a Philly fan.
He's from North Carolina.
He's a Philly fan.
Oh, he is a Philly fan.
Randometry's from North Carolina, but he's a Denver fan.
That's weird.
Like you and me are the only people from where they're from. Well, you from South Carolina, but y'all don't have a team up there.
We didn't have a team initially, and then we got the Panthers. But when I was young,
we had the RC McPanthers, the Carolina McPanthers.
Man, don't talk them up. Don't talk.
Hey, the season y'all just had, I'm gonna start calling y'all the McPanthers.
Do not talk that fool up, please. Do not call us the McPanthers. When I was young, I'm dating myself right here too. But there was only the Falcons and the Braves and the Hawks, so they only came on TBS. So that's all I watched. So and that was the Dion, Andre Rison era. You know what I'm saying?
That was a cool little era.
Oh, that was a dope era.
Yeah.
Bobby Aver played for
Jerry Glanville.
Jerry Glanville. The run and shoot was a terrible offense, but it was so exciting. They made the playoffs
somehow. They beat the Saints that one year.
They made the playoffs. They would get busy. But
so it was a show, but they went. You know, we had Hammer Time on the sideline. It was always somebody on the sideline for those games.
Yeah, it was. But anyway, let's get back to the topic. So that situation went down.
Yeah.
Dill Bob had a good show. It was just a good tournament all around.
Let me
What we got
highlight
next?
some.
Let me get some. We got another topic. What we got?
All right. Well, yeah, we take a hard little. First of all, you just throwing this out there. Your boy went 3-2, but whatever.
Oh yeah, my boy went 3-2. The boy 4 Final Boss is getting good. Yeah, we tired of y'all suckers hating on him, man. Trying to give him tips, saying he needs to hold back and block like he don't.
Y'all know I know the rules.
No, you don't.
I
They
understand
think
that.
you're black and you don't know what
Yeah, I
you're
know
doing.
I'm an uneducated black man, but
Oh
I'm saying
my
like
God.
I understand that you can't swing when you're getting hit, but like the reason I got hit when I was playing chop is because I didn't know that his move was not over. I thought the move was over, and I was like, "Oh, we going back to neutral. Let me throw it. Let me try to
You're
fight my way
unfamiliar
out."
with the Josie matchup.
Yeah,
in
I
the
know that.
movement.
Obviously, I'll be telling you all the time. I suck. I don't know the matchups like I should. It's,
Right.
obviously, that's my responsibility to practice more. But like, I just tell people like, "Yo, I don't know the match. I didn't expect that counter hit to come. That's why I threw the punch. It's not like." Oh, he's hitting me. Let me throw a punch too and see what happens. Like I'm not an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
They think you're an idiot.
I know they think I'm stupid, dog.
Yeah.
Because look at the. You see the skin color? That's
See,
no,
no,
I know.
no, they just think you're an arcade owner. You don't really know, and then you're pretty new
Which
to
is
Tekken.
kinda true.
How long
I
you
mean,
been playing Tekken?
Since when the pandemic started and I have anything to do, so I
Okay,
started. So
you
like,
always dabbled in it, but now you're kind
back
of
in May. Like I started playing in May, but I didn't actually like buy the game until a couple months after that. What I would do was I would log in to the Station 8 profile at home, download the game like once a week,
You're trash.
and then just play it for like 30 minutes and
You're
be like,
trash.
yeah.
Let me tell y'all something about Greg, the 4 Fun Point. Let me take my mask off for this. This man is so talented and lazy, it's ridiculous. Like, he could easily be one of the best Tekken players in Atlanta, but he refuses to commit in any capacity to Tekken. And it's like a lot. You're the
Because
same.
I'm committed to the community, baby. I'm committed to the people, dog.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit. Listen, I know I'm committed to the community too, but outside of that, all you need to do is practice like 10
You're
minutes a
committed
day.
to the swinging Richard community. I
Whoa,
know that,
whoa,
dog.
dog. Listen,
BJ Roosters down
listen.
there. I know
Whoa,
you're committed to
what
all
you know
that.
about BJ Roosters, dog? Is that where y'all hanging out? Oh, here your boy. You talk your boy McPanther.
McPanther with the lemon pepper McPanther.
What's up, Iceman? What you agree with me on? But anyway, yeah, there's a certain element of people that don't understand. We'll talk about like what people are saying about you as far as like giving you tips. First of all, people they know you run the shop, you're cool. They just want to help out.
Well, they had me heated last night.
I know that you be getting salty. That's what I'm saying. Not just last night, but during the tournament. You got to know that people are just trying to offer advice. They really don't know what to say.
They don't be giving me helpful advice, dog. They be telling, hey, if you can't breathe, you need to start like using your nose and your mouth to get. I know that, dog.
Greg,
Tell me
Greg,
like.
but this is what I'm trying to tell you. They aren't very smart people, man. Overall, they don't know how to provide assurance.
Yeah.
They don't know how to be cool people. Like if I see my boy Top and he get him a good shot, Top, I give him a high five. But we, you know what I'm saying, we cool, we vibing. They're still figuring out social aspects of their life, so they're just trying to just say like, hey, you should have wrote this answer down on the test. They try to take it there. What you see something in the chat you want to address?
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
just seeing what they're talking about over here. G man, slacking. I know I'm slacking ice, man. I know I'm trash, man. I got to get the McPanther said Greg knows how to JFSR off rip. I don't even know what J.
Just frame skyrocket. The blue, you can do that.
Yeah,
I see you do that all the time, and then you don't you'll miss your combo. And
No,
I'm
let
like,
me tell you about that. See, because we come from the players now, so y'all consider me a new school player, right?
I consider you a new school Tekken player.
That's
but
what I mean.
Based on that Soul Blade that you've been playing for 80 years.
So like, I know you guys got the classifications of people. You got the OGs, then you got like there's like 3 classes I always hear. The OGs, then there's like the new school players, the young, like the KSU guys and all them. But then there's like that mid section of like the guys that came out in like Tag 2, like Jeremiah Walker, Speed Kick, Shola, Kith Mercer, and them like that. Yeah. So like, I fit in like classified. Y'all consider me a new school player, but I'm about to be 31 and shit. So like, I relate more to y'all. Y'all don't give me like frame knowledge and stuff. Like when I talk to like you, or if I talk to Anakin, or if I talk to like Chop, y'all aren't gonna start hitting me with like, oh, this is minus this.
Well, we came before that era.
Exactly, and I came before that era. We didn't have frame data like back.
We played
when
in the
I was-
arcade.
Yeah.
You just have to figure it out. So our not to cut you off, I want you to get back to this because this is a great take. We came from the era of just like relating to people like, hey dog, did you know you could duck that move? Or hey dog, you just need to like, man, that dude is trash. We just kind of it's like friendly banter versus like scientific explanation for every damn thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying, but go ahead.
So yeah, I had to learn like the lingo and stuff because I grew up. We never refer. I wasn't a good arcade player like that, so I didn't refer to. And I don't even know if y'all were at the time calling it like 1, 2, 3, 4 back in the arcade.
We were.
Okay,
that came out then in the arcade era. That's the reason why that came out because we went by the arcade stick. you couldn't play with a controller in the arcade.
Right.
Until Tekken 5.0. So when that came out,
came in with a little plug.
So before that, there was no X, square, and circle. There was just the button. So they needed a way to identify it. So they put 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Iceman, my bad. Iceman, he said, did I press record on OBS? No, should I? I never do. Should I?
Iceman, good looking out on that.
Wow. What does that do?
I don't know. I guess you record it now, and then you can immediately upload it after we finish the podcast. Is that what it means, Ice?
Oh yeah, no, I just upload it straight to YouTube after this though.
Okay.
So like after this, I'll hit export and it goes straight to the tube. That way I don't have to because I can download it off YouTube too since it's my channel.
Well, just give it a try. I mean, they giving a suggestion, so you might have to.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, look at what they're saying.
Okay, yeah, but if
shut up.
What do you say? Greg is going to download the stream archive. Wow.
Iceman knows, man. Let Iceman talk. Iceman outranks you. Okay, so you let the Lord Iceman talk.
Yeah, and y'all. So all y'all that watch the 404 channel, we have a YouTube as well. So literally, as soon as I finish streaming, I hit export, and it's on YouTube within the next 12 hours.
For sure.
Depending on how long it is.
He ain't taking 2 or 3 days to upload it like Chop.
I get it popping, and we go straight. But yeah, we'll talk about when you get up here, Ice. But yeah, so you know, I never refer to anything as 1, 2, 3, 4, down 4. This, I just called it square, triangle, X, and circle because I was in the arcade just pressing buttons. I didn't know y'all were calling it. I wasn't a competitive player back then.
You were a masher.
I'm a little bit younger than y'all.
Were you a masher?
No, I would just go to the
That's
arcade.
what we consider a masher.
Oh, just somebody that doesn't actually know what's called.
They mash the buttons. They don't really know what's going on.
No, I know what the buttons do. I just didn't know y'all were calling it 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Right, those are mashers. That wasn't a derogatory term. That was just somebody who was pressing buttons. Instead of a presser, we call it a masher. But over time, mashers became people that were not abiding by the rules of the game, the frames and stuff like that. That's how it. See, I'm gonna give y'all all the links.
So yeah,
go ahead,
to me, like in my mind, I was looking at 1, but me being a kid having a PS1, I just told myself that's square, that's triangle, that's X.
Yeah.
But
okay.
And that's another thing, man. I was talking to somebody last night. Oh, everybody who was pissing me off. That's who I was talking to. And I got it's weird that anytime when you're winning.
Oh, talk to him, Ken. You got. Is this salt? Are you about the best
salt, baby?
Talk.
I'm just spitting that.
Let's go.
Just
go
the
ahead.
facts, man.
Let them know. This is what the podcast is. I want you to get it off your chest.
Anytime when I'm winning, I'm mashing. When I lose, y'all are like, oh man, it's okay.
Put your salt emotes in the chat now.
When I lose, y'all be like, oh, it's okay, man, you're getting better. When I win, y'all be like, man, you just mashing. I don't understand. Like,
who's saying this? I need some names.
Zach was over here, Kari was over here, Squid was over here, Max was over here.
You listen to everybody that's trash, except for Max. Shout out to Max.
Max had pissed me off last night too, dog.
Max is just trying to find his lane. No, you can't do that, man.
Yeah,
but go ahead. Why do they do what? Why when you do good, they try to...
When I do good, they try to detract from what you're doing. They try to say you're just... I'm like, dog, you're telling me that I did this entire mix-up by accident? Like I pressed the up button and the analog stick, and Horong did 3-3, 4-3, and then I did down 4-4 by accident. Like, dog, I told myself I went low last time, let me try to go high this time. Or let me try to do this mid-crush or something like that. Like, you can't... It's so stupid to tell somebody they're pressing buttons in like a derogatory way. Like, dog, I had to memorize like... This man had like 400 moves to memorize.
That's not what they're saying. So let me interpret it.
What does that mean? What does that even mean?
What it means is the way that you're getting your victory or the way that you're having success is not in line with the way that they feel you should be gaining success.
I don't care how they.
Of course,
I'm like, bro, you don't play wrong.
No, listen. Of course, that's the mind state. You have to not care.
If Profit or Speed Kicks were to tell me something, they're like, okay, bet. But like, dog, y'all playing as Mishima, y'all got 6 moves to learn, dog. Y'all got
no, they got more than that. Mishima's
1-1-2. Y'all got 1-1-2.
We got a Mishima take 2 coming up. We're gonna touch on that. But what it is okay. We can segue into that. What it is the characters that they're playing. We'll say Mishimas, for example. They feel that overall Mishimas are widely regarded as characters that require a lot of skill and execution to have success with. Right. So if you are having just as much success, if not more than them, with a character that they feel is less than their character, with less effort, then they're going to try to tear you down. They're going to try to tear you down. They're going to try to cheapen your victory. And that's kind of how Tekken goes, bro. That's why you just got to bust their ass. That's how it goes. This is why I'm telling you got to get good. You thinking like, I want you to commit to Tekken and be good and be this great. No, you just need to shut people up. You just need to be good enough to make people shut the hell up.
When I beat somebody 20-7 on stream, they still talking shit to me.
That's what come with it.
How can you talk trash when you just lost to me 20-7?
They're going to find a way because they feel that your victory isn't valid. It happens all the time. That's what I'm saying. There's nuances as far as competitive Tekken that you're starting to be aware of, that we've got books and scrolls on that I could give you and you'll be fine. Yeah. But you have to be able to accept it though. You can't get the scroll and burn the shit, Greg. You got to really go by it.
No, it's not that I'm just like listening to shit talk. It's
Lunar
a point,
TV was good. That's a good point.
It's a point of not being talking shit and just being annoying. After a while, it's annoying. Like when you're stepping on my shoes and like you got your hand. When I'm trying to play, when I'm trying to play and you're doing this to me and I can't see what's in front of me, that shit. And Zach was doing that.
Oh,
shit
okay. He's just drunk. He's just wild.
I know, dog, but it's annoying after a while.
It's super annoying.
Yeah, and then everybody's like cheering for that stuff. I'm like, bro, like I'm trying to play casuals right now. Like we can talk shit, but after like there's a point of actually just being annoying. Like when you talk shit to me, I enjoy that shit because it's done in a humorous way. It's funny, and I'm trash, and I learn at the same time.
Yeah.
But like, don't just be. You can't be talking shit when you're losing.
Well, there's rules of engagement, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in Zach's case, he knows the rules of engagement, but there was other things like making that fuzzy. But with that said, I think that a lot of people think we just talk trash all the time, and that's all we do. But we do respect our opponents, especially in tournament atmospheres. Not local tournaments, really, because locals we're trying to let y'all know that y'all ain't shit and we the best. But we still love y'all. But major tournaments, there's people from all over the world. There's people from different communities. And that people speak different languages. We really have to be ambassadors, but we're still going to talk our shit, right? So we have to do that and perform and get them rattled at the same time, respecting the game, because Tekken is it's a discipline. You got to respect the game. It'll respect you. And when you respect them, you get to respect them.
And like I said, there's
people are learning that.
There's people like who
know that.
There's no problem with me with them like talking, because like you're not annoying when you do this.
But
shit.
I'm telling you, they don't know the discipline yet. That's why that's why OGs are coming around to kind of show them, like, because Alex before, he would think it's all like crotch grabbing and woo, you know what I'm saying, being crazy, trying to act like a black dude. And we're like, no, there's a method to our madness. We're not like all at every turn. Every turn, we're doing it in finals when we're trying to hype up our homie. We're not doing it in open round against McPanther. I'm gonna beat his ass. I don't need to be hyped up.
Right.
Shout out to McPanther. But I don't need to be hyped up. You save those moments for when there's rules of engagement, man. What you laughing at? You see something in the chat?
Somebody, Iceman going back with Lunar. Somebody, he just yell at the TV. There's like, so that's why there's like certain people like you always see me training with Zach. You always see me. I'm always like begging you for games.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Chop,
games,
man. I like playing Chop.
Yeah.
I like when Chop talks shit, and you know it's funny to me.
Tell me about Chop beating you the other day. How you felt about that? You felt kind of. You didn't like that.
I should have got that second game. I felt like I should have brought that second game.
You didn't like that.
I want to get that one game off of him, man.
You felt like he played around with you.
Yeah, he got that. So the one where and I blew that shit too, man. I'm out here blowing stuff, man. Because, he did the thing where he just taunted me and just kind of standing there. And then when I got up, and that's a problem, I keep on telling you I'm trash at the wall. I don't know why. When I get to that wall and that camera angle shifts, everything just goes down. It's
practice.
like, it's just, I basically turn the table. That should be an advantage for me. And then I just turn the table on myself.
Yeah. You just like, you know what, you get in your own mind.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, here comes the wall again.
Yeah.
And like, I have a combo that I used to do all the time. I would do down 3-4, and then I saw this one that JDCR used to do, and then he would do down forward 4, and then you can do back 3 off of that.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like,
was that season 3?
Yeah, it was season 3.
Okay.
The season 4 camera angle was like, I don't know if I'm just tripping balls or if like the camera angle was like
that combo might not work anymore.
It's just like it's never the combo works, but I think I just need to like do a step in first.
Well,
because I'm always like, when I get you against the wall, it's like I'm too far to do anything now.
That's true. That may be true. But until you figure that out, you should have another combo. That's why you always do. See, the younger players, they do the same thing all the time. I would do that one, or I would do down back 4-4. Okay, you
and
can
then
do that.
like
So you need like about at the wall,
like three or four different.
Nah, this if you a good player, if you a G like us, you probably need like 7 things you can do at the wall.
7 things.
If you're a high level player, you need at least probably like 10.
Yeah.
And you just go to them when things don't work, because you'll get those funny camera angles. Like we told you last time, like me and Chop were talking about, some of the characters are small, some of them classified as bigger characters.
Yeah, I had to learn about like the Gigas head hitbox thing. I'm like, bro, that don't make no sense at all.
Yeah,
his head is a hitbox?
Nah, yeah, it's because he's so big.
Yeah.
If he were Harang, where
I could just be back 3ing him from across the stage.
Listen, no, if he was Harang, where his head is, it would be above Harang's head. Like his chest is Harang's head.
Right.
So he's got an extra head on top of him.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, but it's still weird. It plays tricks with you optically. But with that said, that's the kind of loss you're gonna have to experience in order for it to motivate you to be good. Because I hate losing to Chop. He's trash. Chop ain't smarter than me. And I took a couple of losses like that. I got a story about what turned me around.
But why I like playing Chop before you tell me the story?
I love playing Chop too. Shout out to Chop.
Yo, I play Chop. Obviously, I don't go into a tournament expecting like win grand finals because I just started playing, right?
Yeah, you just
but like every time
compete.
I play Chop, I'm like, let me see if I can do better than that. Let me see how Chop is like the ultimate measuring stick for me. Of course, like if I'm not playing you or if I'm not playing,
everybody up here is.
Yeah, but I'm like, all right. Last time I got no rounds. Mm-hmm. The next time I got a couple rounds. The next time I got one time I got a game off of him. So
he's good because he's usually the winner of these tournaments. He's a great person to base your progress on.
So it's always fun to play Chop because
to a degree
it lets you know like, okay, I'm starting to feel like I put a little dent in his arm or something. So so that's why I like playing Chop. Some people I don't like to play just because they're like I don't know.
Talk about it. This is our podcast. Talk about it.
I don't know. There's certain people I enjoy playing with. Like I like playing against Abstract just because it's fun. Because he and I will sit there and talk sports. It's not always just about like, oh, this is 3 frame 4 frame. Like it's not about just like Tekken and numbers. Like
you want to have fun.
I like to shoot. Yeah, I'm playing casuals. I'm playing casuals.
Yeah.
Like a lot of y'all treat casuals like it's grand finals of a tournament.
Talk about it.
It's
okay,
not,
salt.
Like,
put your salt emojis in the chat.
We just chilling, dog. We trying to play. It's casual Friday, baby. We just out here trying to get these games in. And some of y'all like. If I take a punch to the face, y'all gonna come from across the venue. No. What you need to be doing right there, you can't do that. You got to do a down back quarter circle 50. I'm like, bro, can I just play the game, man? We chilling, we drinking, man. We having some drinks, man. Can we just play Tekken?
This man is experiencing Tekken noobdom. And this is how noobs behave. And hopefully this podcast will help y'all understand how to really kick it like players do. Like you gotta really some people are playing in a casual manner to where they're trying to have fun and enjoy the game and learn at the same time.
Yeah, it don't have to be study hall at the
It's
SATs
not study hall.
Time,
Yashiro was saying it in the chat. He said Tekken is a lot of homework. It is. Yeah. So when you're playing sometimes and Tekken is a lot of homework, you want to take a break from that and just really study and learn certain things. The problem is, like I'm telling you, we're in a competitive scene. A lot of new young players, and they're trying to find their way. They want to win tournaments. You're just trying to compete and play good against Chop. Their desire is to win. They've been the best and the smartest in every class that they've been in, and they think they can just come in here and win. And they want to attack it in a homework manner when you're not on it like that. So that's why we, like me, Iceman, and Mike's that way too sometimes, as far as attacking it in a homework way. But we're telling jokes while we're playing. We're rapping. Right. We got the beats playing. We real big. That's why we kick it together. We're not on
hanging out. It's like back in the day. Remember when we were kids, you would go to somebody's house and we just be playing games all night.
We kicking it.
It wasn't about actually trying to I don't expect to be the next Speed Kicks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get better at the same time.
But at the same time,
I wanted I beat the South Carolina matchup I had. Mm-hmm. That's one of the things I want to be able to do is defend the turf. Yeah. Somebody coming to my shop from out of state, I got to get this win, right?
But what I'm telling you is it comes with mingling with us because you get with a Mike, you get with a me who's on that same level of casual play. Yeah. That are elite players. Not to put myself in the class of an elite player, but still. You get to kick it with your homeboys who happen to be elite players, and that's what I miss.
Lunar said it finna unplug the controller when they're playing. I remember them days. When we were playing Madden, if you were up by 30 points, remember your boy would just turn the PlayStation off and be like, "It don't count."
Okay, so this is a good time for this story. I want y'all to hear this. Everybody listen up, because it's only we got 10 people now. That's good, and then people will watch the VOD and stuff like that. So there was a couple of different instances that contributed to me getting good at Tekken, because when I moved here in 2009, I was trash. I was good where I was from, but I wasn't as good as these cats. But I knew who they were, and I knew them, and we were real cool. So that's when I came down here. We were just clicking. What you smiling about? You see something?
You just told me not. Call him by the name, dog.
You got it. Listen, there's etiquette. You can't use people's government. We get in this. You can't use people's government name. That's taboo. You got to stop doing
I'm
that.
A snitch, man.
No, that's super snitch.
I'm wearing a wire right now.
Yo, listen, you can't do that, dog. If his name is Playboy Tris, you got to call him Playboy Tris because he got a job. He's got a family. Yeah, it's just rules. It's rules. We're gonna work with you on that. But here's one of the things. So I always knew. I've been knowing Ricky before he was Ricky. He wasn't Chop. He just became Poke Chop. He just became Poke Chop probably in Tekken 6. Right? But I knew him way before that. When he had braids, he used to be wild and cussing all the time like a sailor. He was wild. Yeah. Super skinny. He used to wear a white beater all the time. He was super scary and crazy, right? I knew him from there. And so when I moved down here, he was still good. And I could beat him a little bit and we would go back and forth, but I would feel like I was better than him. And one day he got tired of it.
Yeah.
And he sat me down. He's like, we're going to play. You think you better than me? We're going to play. And he picked Tekken 6 Bruce. And Tekken 6 Bruce was pretty good, regarded as like one of the top tier characters. Tekken 6 was a hard game. And we played, and he beat me down, dog. He beat me down. I'm talking about he ran up a ticket on me, bro. It got to 10 real fast, 20, 30, and we at 40 now. And it's looking like it's going to go 60, 70, right? Yeah. And I'm like, I know that he's superior to me. There's some adjustments I need to make.
Chop with braids.
Chop with braids? Chop used to have these braids that were like ponytails.
Oh, he like a, oh yeah.
He was like a gremlin. He was crazy.
Okay, yeah. He was trying to scare people.
He was scaring people, dog.
Yeah.
He was an ATL maniac.
He was basically Marlon Wayans and Don't Be a Menace.
He was basically that, and he was cursing all the time. He had a white beat on. Ask Iceman. Iceman can verify that. But he was still super cool, right?
Yeah.
And he drilled me. And it got to the point to where I was like, this is bad. If I let him continue to beat, I'll never hear about it. I'm telling you, it got to like 45.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I cut the PlayStation off.
Yeah. You just cut that joint off.
I cut it off. I didn't want it. This is right before the phones got popping, so nobody was recording it. If I would have left, if we would have kept playing it out, it was saved onto the hard drive.
Yeah.
I turned it off. I didn't even turn it off. I unplugged it. It wasn't even my PlayStation. So don't tell me nothing about unplugging controllers. We all about the action, especially when we're losing. So I understand that mind state. So with that said, there's a casual mind state and then there's a competitive mind state. And right now they're melting, especially when people are trying to prove themselves and it happens to be melting on you and you don't like it very much.
Yeah.
But it's what comes with being the 4-4 final boss, baby.
I guess, dog. Like I tell people,
You gotta
man,
defend the turn, man.
see me in Soul Blade, baby. That's what I be telling
Nah,
people.
you can't. You can do that. You can always do that.
You're not gonna beat me. I be telling people just to piss them off. Like I told Nito.
If I committed to that game, I could beat you.
You wouldn't.
I
That's the only
would.
thing I be
You
telling people,
crazy.
dog. Y'all, I'll play you in your game and get some rounds off you. You play me in my game.
That's because that
ain't gonna
game
get
is from
no rounds.
1986,
So it should
man.
be easy.
No, it
should be
ain't.
easier.
Yo, the older games are, the less forgiving they are. That's why so many people are good at this Tekken. Tekken used to be way harder.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Tekken used to be like Soul Blade.
Yeah, no.
And they were like, nah.
That's why I like the old
Actually,
Tekken
Soul
so
Blade
much.
is way worse. So Tekken used to be broken. Soul Blade is just way restricted. Like you can't do nothing. Like some of the shit you be doing is just super.
Because I know how to. I broke the game open. Like I know stuff that I can do that you're not supposed to be able to do in the game.
This is true. You've been exploiting this for decades now, right? On top of like people having a mind state to where they can super or armor out of things, and they can't do that in that game. You're gonna kill them. They're gonna be broken. They'll never play you in that game.
Nah, they won't.
So you have to bring that mind state to Tekken.
Bro, I be trying to pay. I be like, I'll give you $100 right now if you just play.
People don't like losing, Greg.
I know it's funny.
People don't like losing, bro. So with that said, like you'll have to figure it out. Like you have a reputation now. You have what you see.
He said Soul Blade could run on a piece of bread.
It can. Soul Blade can literally run on a piece of bread. A piece of white bread. What's up? Hey, listen, but the thing is, you have a reputation now, and this is kind of what I told Rel this, because they were all aiming for a chop. I told Abstract this just the other day. It's like once you got a rep and people want to beat you and you got clout, you got to defend it.
Yeah,
it's what comes with it.
But the thing is, like, I'm not good, dog. Like, y'all.
It don't matter if you're good. You the 4-4 final boss.
Acting like, oh shit.
You talking junk. You fly. You got the fly chicks. You got the shirt. You got the drip. They're measuring themselves on a competitive intellectual level.
Talking trash though.
You talk trash, cuz. You talking trash. You're funny. You talking trash. You filming people. Their wings. That came from you.
You talking about that kind of trash.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't be talking trash about the game. I know my place, like in the
yeah, you know your place in the ecosystem, and your place is like trolling, making funny memes, wilding out.
That's all been my whole life, though. I'm just
exactly.
I'm a goofy ass person.
But guess what? Those people aren't goofy. They're nerds, and they don't know how to translate that, so they want to demean you on an intellectual level.
Take them out in Tekken.
Yeah, let me take them out in Tekken since I can't take them out in real life, and that's what they do. And you have to get ready for that. The thing is about us is not only are we trill in real life, we get trill in the game. So I tell Rel, I told Abstract, it's like everybody's gunning for Chop, and everybody be talking about me, how I be talking crazy. It's like, okay, it's cool.
Get this camera on you.
No, we good. I don't want the camera on me all the time. I want to hear it. I'm gonna go back and forth. I'm trying to be close to the mic. With that said, it's like you can beat Chop and you gunning, you trying to win tournaments. What you gonna do when people coming for you?
Yeah.
Nothing. You're going to be like, no, I don't want to play these people. Every little victory I give them, they're taking it to Twitter and recording it. It's like, nah, that's what you wanted, right? Yeah. That's what you're signing up for. You want to be Chop, you want to be Dez, you think it's just, listen, every time, I'm going to tell y'all something. Greg was talking to y'all directly. This is Dez talking to y'all directly. I know I be talking super crazy, cuz I know I'm all over the place. I know that you guys think there's no way I can be as good as I say, or I can talk all this junk and get away with it. And guess what? You're wrong.
Yo, why do people think you're not good at the game?
Because I'm talking so much shit. I'm so much.
Because you're good. Like,
it's two things.
It's beating people's ass.
It's two things. I'm talking. They think like there's no way he could be that good talking that much trash, right? Yeah. And then I'm black. Let's just be honest. This industry, this video games are dominated by Asians and white people. Yeah. Historically, right? That's just that's not being racist. That's just honest.
Talking about like Madden and 2K.
Just unless it's Madden. If we're talking about Madden or 2K, they think you guys got it. We don't want to play that. But as far as being able to spar intellectually on an intellectual plane, make chess moves at a very light speed rate, they don't think the way I talk and the way I act and the way I dress is going to match up with that level of thinking. And they get blitzed. And not only do they get blitzed because they have expectations, they underestimate me. I'm talking tremendous amounts of trash, and I got my homeboys backing me, so it's super defeating. So with that said,
I don't know what's worse, dog. Playing your thought, your game. To me, playing your Eddie is worse than all of them.
Oh, Eddie's trash.
Dog, your Eddie is the most annoying thing I've ever
Eddie's
seen in my
terrible.
life.
I beat the brakes off rail with Eddie.
Dog,
Listen,
when you play me with Eddie, I couldn't even land like a single hit on you.
Eddie's so cheap, but see, I'm subscribed. I know what you needed. I'm not gonna do a lot of thinking. I understand just like it's mental combat, right? So I understand there's a lot of layers to mental combat, and I know I'm all over the place, but just follow me, guys. So with that said, I know that based on the amount of quote unquote bad energy that I'm putting out there, that people are gonna try me, they're gonna be angry towards me, I need to be able to defend that. Yeah. So I gotta practice. And just so happens, my homeboy Chop, one of the best in the world. Yeah. My boy Mike, one of the best in the world. Anakin, one of the best in the world. I got trill people, so I can talk as much junk as I want to. And it kind of shakes out like that. And that's why our community is so good. So with that said, you're my boy. You rubbing off. We playing casually. You're gonna get good. And you're gonna be drilling them soon, and then you can talk all the junk you want to. You gotta have something to stand on, bro. Yeah, it's fun.
I might get to a point where I'm gonna start talking trash people just to
you got to be the villain. Yo, man, listen.
I'm be doing it because it's bad for business. I don't want to be making people mad, dog.
It's actually very good for business.
I'm trying to piss somebody out.
It's actually very good.
You know what he said to me, man? I ain't going back over there no more, man.
It's motivation. What you mean? You about to what? No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, shout out to my boy Toppy in the house, man. Checking out 4 for fun. You gonna get a little Capri Sun or something? You gonna get little some chips or something? Yeah, shout out to my dog. That's my dog right there. But listen, so that is what it is. So you got to be prepared to defend your rep at all times. That's what comes with it. It's really street shit. You got to be, if you're gonna be carrying it like that, you got to be. Everything I say, I can back up on the game and off the game. So, but I'm really not trying to bring it to that at all. Yeah. I want to be about the community and stuff like that. But I know that there's people gunning for me, and there's gonna be people gunning for you, Greg. And you got to be prepared for it.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because this is something I was talking to Nito with the other night.
Okay. Shout out to Nito. And shout out to Beto. I don't know what they call him that. That's super stupid.
I don't know that either.
I like Cheeto.
Maybe he would want a white beater or something. You said Cheeto?
Yeah, he'd never been a white beater.
Yeah, so he was. I forgot what how the conversation started, but he was asking me like, how good do I want to be? And I was like, I don't know.
Were you insulted by that question?
No. He was like asking me cool. Like where are you trying to get?
Okay, that's good.
So, but I thought you were insulted. I was gonna ask you. No, I wasn't insulted. Okay. But then like he got mad at the answer I gave him.
Okay, what was the answer you gave?
So like when last time I played Anakin, he gave me like some encouraging advice and stuff.
Shout out to Anakin, man. He gives good advice.
And I was like, yeah, man. Like I just want to be able to hang with like the good play. Like I just want to be able to hang with. I don't want it to be like you don't want to play me because I'm too easy to play. And he told me it was like
you just want to be competitive.
Yeah, and he told me it was like, no, you've only been playing for X amount of time, and like you're giving people good games right now, so you should be proud of that. Mm-hmm. So I told Nito,
he's right.
Nito was like, how good you want to be?
Oh, Anakin said that to you.
Yeah,
he's right. See, Anakin's always right. Yeah.
So I told Nito, in my mind, I'm like, well, I want to be at a level to where I could go to like out of state tournament and at least win 2 games or something like that. And Nito was like, that's not a good measuring stick. That's not a good thing to want to be. And I was like, he was like, do you just want to be good or like? I was like, what's the difference? Like, he was like, if you're good, then you would be able to do like more than that. I'm like, but I was trying to tell him like, I feel like if I went to like DreamHack and went 2-2, that would be like kind of a big deal for me to do.
That's really good.
Yeah, but
that's amazing.
I don't think he understood what I was saying. I was like, my goal isn't to go 2-2. I just want to be the level that could go to a tournament and win a couple games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not my ultimate goal isn't to just I want to go to final round next year and go 3-2 in bracket. Yeah, I'm just saying like I want to be good enough to win games like at a. Does that make sense, or is that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
He was telling me that was a stupid thing to want to do.
So, what is your question towards me?
I was just asking you, did you think that made sense as like a level of wanting to get to?
No, it makes perfect sense. Yeah. The thing is that you don't understand and that the younger players don't understand. And that's why it's good to have like older players around like me, Iceman. Just K-Gun is really, shout out to my boy K-Gun. He's really good about giving insight and wisdom. You have to be able to understand the totality of it. So we live in a vacuum. Atlanta's a vacuum. So you're competing against Chop and you losing and you thinking damn, Chop beat me. But you don't know Chop beat Koreans, bro.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. Like Chop beat me. Because I won my first game, Chop beat me, and then I ended up going 3-2 because I just played Chop. So Chop,
it's everything after that.
Yeah, everything was. And then I ran into Dilbob, and then Dilbob smacked me. Well,
Dilbob's getting better, and he also has a hellified matchup too. So that's a tough matchup. But with that said, we're in a vacuum. So you're playing against Chop, and then you're going in the tournament, and you're still winning. It's like you go by those standards. Like you're like, okay, that was pretty good, right? Yeah. But if you go to a major, it's gonna be 3, 4, sometimes maybe 5 matches before you even get to somebody at Chop's level.
Right.
So you're gonna be 5-0. You're gonna be smoking
because
you're playing against good competition.
I'm playing against the ATL scene. We got so many good, even though like y'all piss me off, like if I get games in with Nito, then like I said, like we had the people come from out of state, and like the dude who I beat round 1 in winners, he ended up going to like
you told me
right
that.
outside of top 8.
Shout out to him, man.
He went further than I did, but like that was one of my easier matchups. So that he had Lucky Chloe and Kunimitsu, and I did 2-0, and that was like one of the easiest matches I had. But then he beat the shit out of a bunch of other people. Yeah. But I'm like,
that dude was from South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm getting games.
No, he was Kansas City Red. Was that him?
No. Kansas City's from here.
Really?
That's Rel's boy.
That's who?
That's Rel's homeboy.
Oh, shout out to Kansas City Red. He always be super fly. Rel, bring him through more, man. He be chilling, boy. I like that cat right there.
But you know, I feel like if I'm practicing with like Alex, Pleasant Man, you guys, 0-2, Anakin, you know what I'm saying? Then like I feel like I can go anywhere and probably win a lot more than I do in my own house. Just because of who I'm playing.
But see, they're young. They don't understand it. Nito's goal, and I'm paraphrasing here. I don't know exactly what Nito said. When he comes around, we can clarify exactly what he said. But I understand their mentality overall. Their goal is they think they're going to go to a major and win.
Yeah.
Now, that's dreamy, and that's very ambitious, but it's some killers out there. And the way they behave on a local level, not dissing Nito at all, because I love Nito, but when he lost the other day and he did that super against Shamir and it didn't hit, he put his hands in his head. He was broken on the stream. If you're doing stuff like that at locals, you go to a major and meet Nee, like what kind of, how you go?
Heartbroken, dog.
You can't.
You gotta have realistic expectations.
You gotta have realistic expectations,
and
realistic expectations are doing your best and competing on this level. And then when you go out there, it's damn what they call it, cuz. Remember in Naruto, Rock Lee had on the joints. He was fighting Gaara. You don't know about
I didn't actually watch Naruto.
You know what I'm talking about?
Or Naruto.
Yeah, he had on the what were they called?
Keep
the leg. Yeah, he had on the leg weights. You know about that talk? Okay. Greg had to open the door real quick. We open right now.
Keep talking. I'm just turning on.
Okay. So when Rock Lee had on the leg weights, he was fighting Gaara the first time, like the first part of the battle, and he took off the leg weights. He got busy. So this is what this is. This is leg weights for Greg. You know what I'm saying? When he goes somewhere else, we're gonna take the leg weights off. He's gonna go crazy.
And that's the thing, like, I feel like some of us be treating ourselves like we're the enemy. Like, dog, like, if we go to a major
little TV. That was it. That was it.
If we go to a major or some shit, like we all need to be like ganged up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's what I'm saying. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't been a part of it.
Everybody does that though.
No, y'all ain't been a part of it. Yeah. They're new. They didn't really get to go any tournament. When we go to a tournament, dog, we mob deep. Iceman, if you got that picture, Iceman has a picture, I think, on his Instagram. I think it's his profile picture. It's all of us at MLG DC, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. We like 30 deep. When we go to, and everybody else is like 5 deep from here. We go to a tournament, we 30 deep. We wreck the bracket.
I loved we wrecked the bracket. KIT when everybody was up there.
We wrecked the bracket.
Yeah.
We go to a tournament, out of 100 people, we got 40 of them, and we mob through everybody. That way, if you got to play somebody, and you say, for instance, you got to play Fusion. Fusion's in your pool, and I'm in your pool too. I beat Fusion. Majin beats me. You got to play Majin. You used to the King matchup because of Mike. You beat Majin. You out the pool. I do the work for you.
Right.
We're Spartans. Together, the ants can conquer the elephant. Yeah. So all we do is we click up.
Show up deep and like,
we
hey,
show
somebody
up deep,
from Atlanta
and then we kill everybody on site. The thing is, we do that by being galvanized and being together and being a unit. We don't do it by being up in Lawrenceville, separating ourselves, forming cliques, being Discord gangsters. We get together and we play. And when we go out, when we here, we hate each other. I hate Chop. I want to beat him. I want to obliterate him. But when we go somewhere else, we dancing together. We high fiving. Can't nobody. Dez and the Chop together at a tournament.
Oh yeah.
We're the noisiest, loudest, most obnoxious black people in a 100-mile radius.
That was one thing that when we did the Secret Garden down here.
Yeah. Oh man!
Shout
out to Secret Garden.
I was so disappointed with like nobody.
It is dope when it happens.
Nobody was cheering on Chop when he was playing Fusion, and then like you came in there and got it going and shit.
But they don't know how to. You can't really.
Like, he just beat everybody here, but like now we got an out of state player. We got to cheer. We got to cheer. Well,
listen.
Chop.
See, that's the thing. See, that's why this. And I know I say that's the thing a lot, but it's a lot of things. 404 Esports is an arcade, man. We got a chance to really build a brotherhood here, and me and Chop. And Iceman and Mike and Big Boy and Anakin and K-Gun and Killer 6 and Geo, we're from the arcade era.
Yeah.
So they didn't have an arcade. Like Dilbob learned in his house. He said he seen Tekken 4 when he was at a hockey rink. He played hockey, so that's how he found out about it.
I guess all the arcades were
gone, dead, so they learned by playing online. So when we get speed kicks, he hadn't played in an arcade. He doesn't know about getting hyped for a Chop. What was
the last so like North DeKalb Mall, for example, what was the last Tekken that they had up there? Was it like 4?
No, North DeKalb had 5.
5
North DeKalb had DR. I know that.
I forgot when North DeKalb. I remember when they started going downhill, and it was around like 2003, 2004 when basically North Lake, North DeKalb, all the the smaller malls, all their crowds just started saying, hey, the only 2 malls we're going to are Lenox and Perimeter.
That was sad, bro.
And then basically like every stop started going out of business.
Yeah.
And then,
that happened all across the country though. That happened all across the world.
Yeah, like
actually.
everywhere. Yeah, they had like these new big like closer to the city malls, and then like there was it was big and bougie, so that's why everybody wanted to go and show out.
Yeah.
And then all the
arcades are expensive. Yeah, comic stores died. Video stores were starting to die.
FYU is the spot, dog.
What you know about FYE?
Dog, I grew up in the arcade era, dog. I'm 30.
Boy, I'm tripping. That's why you my homie, dog. Listen, there was shout out to Charlotte. There was a FYE in Charlotte that I used to go to. Yeah. On Saturday, they had a DR machine. I used to go there and get busy.
They used to have the games out there too.
Yeah, I used to go there and get busy, dog, just to see. It was at Concord Mills, like a mill mall, kind of like the Bass Pro Shops, where the Bass Pro Shops is. And it used to be all random competition. I would stay in there all day. That's why I'm good. That's why we're good at holding down stations. Yeah. Because I would just sit at the station and just play all day, and whoever came, I would just get streaks.
Yeah,
dog.
I would that back in the day.
Yeah, like 50 game win streaks, dog. Yo, shout out to Clint. Clint had I used to look for Clint. I'll tell you a Clint story another time. But Clint had 130 game win streak at Underground Arcade and Tekken Tag 1. That's an all-day thing. It takes a lot of endurance to stand up and play Tekken Tag 1 all day, let alone at Underground, and he did.
I don't understand. So, like, because...
Challengers. I remember Challengers, Big Panther.
Yeah, when I was going to the arcade, I was about, age 7 to 13, and then, 13, it was 2003. That's when everything started closing down.
That makes sense.
So, but, I wasn't like y'all. I was in there just for Tekken. Like I would have like maybe $5 on me.
You said that. Yeah, we did the same thing.
Yeah, I would go play like a little bit of everything, and then I'd be like, I'm out of money. I gotta go. Back home. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. But you would try to extend your stay as long as you could.
I go in there with $1.
Yeah,
that was the pressure. That's how I got good. I go in there with $1. I only had $1, and I put that on the Tekken, and I try to fight to stay on. Yeah.
So we would do a little bit of that, but.
You were at North DeKalb?
Yeah, I went to Shamrock. It's Druid Hills Middle now. Okay. It used to be Shamrock High School, and then they made it middle school. But I lived like right around. I would walk to North DeKalb. Bro, my mom used to send me and my brother to Publix that was in that Shamrock Plaza.
I know where that is. Damn.
She would, because my dad would do all like the buying groceries and stuff. Okay. My mom was so out of touch with reality. She would give me and my brother like $10. And a big ass list of groceries like on a Saturday.
Oh, that's what moms do. Tell us to go get the groceries.
Like, milk is like $5 a carton
that's
right now.
That's what moms do. Make it work.
Yeah. And stretch so she'll make us walk up there. We'll come back with nothing.
Shout out to your brother, dog. We gotta get him on the podcast.
Yeah, my brother Mike, man. He'll come. He's been here a few times.
Okay,
some of y'all seen him.
I can't wait to meet him.
Me and him put on a little Soul Blade. Like we showed people how Soul Blade's meant.
Oh, he can play Soul Blade too.
He's only the person in the decade. Well, ATO Red can play. My brother can play. Rizzo can play.
Shout out to Rizzo.
And who else can play? There's somebody else who can play a little bit of Soul Blade. I can't remember who it is. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like probably ATL Red gives me the biggest
challenge. ATL Red played at North DeKalb.
Yeah. That's one thing. Like we're all up in North DeKalb. Man. And then they had like round 1 down there.
Bro, yeah, it was round 1. You were in the midst of all the G's and didn't know it. That's where Killer 6 played. That's where Bane played. That's where June Rowe played.
And that's what I was telling Zach. I was like, we were probably all up here at the same day, and just we didn't know each other back then. So I probably seen all y'all back then.
Yeah, that's dope, man. But it's kind of tragic at the same time that you didn't. But now that's how life works. It's full circle. You guys are now you're the arcade, and they come to you. That's pretty cool. I wish I could get. I'm gonna work on getting more OGs in here. We got to get June.
Yeah, we got to, dog, because when they come through, it's just a different atmosphere. It's a different
atmosphere, but also they're gonna be able to connect with you, knowing that you were at North DeKalb, and it's gonna be all these stories. June. Shout out to June Rowe, DuBois. He was one of the best third strike players in the Southeast. The reason why he used to be at North DeKalb all the time, I think his parents ran a nail shop in there.
Is he the dude you told me is like the Korean ambassador?
Yeah, he's the Korean ambassador. Okay. June's Korean. His parents ran a nail shop in there. I don't want to be stereotypical. They definitely had a shop in the mall, so that's why he used to be in that mall playing Third Strike and Tekken. And it used to work like that. Somebody else's parents owned the shop, and that's just how it goes, man. So that's pretty cool. I missed that. Shout out to Macho Franchise. He said that FYE that I'm talking about, that I used to go up there and play people, he said that was his mall. He ran that machine. So shout out to him, man. Okay. What's up, Malcolm? I like all these arcade stories in the chat. Y'all keep them going, man.
I wonder if I know June like from back in the.
I might
know him, dog.
You might know him, dog.
June is a really popular Korean name.
It's super popular.
I know a couple dudes named June that are from Korea. But
he's a super player.
I wonder if he went to the same school with me or something.
Man, June is
how old is he?
June's about your age, maybe a little bit older. June might be like 35, 36.
Okay, then maybe not.
Yeah.
If he was like the same age, I might have.
Yeah, but he was around though. Yeah. He was around. He's been around heavy. But with that said, like now we have an arcade and we're learning arcade etiquette on how to cheer for each other, how to be supportive. So you can't expect them to cheer for Chop because they don't know how to cheer for Chop. They're so used to cheering against Chop. That's what they were doing.
Everybody wanted to see Chop lose.
They wanted him to lose, and it was the most. It was a tremendous amount of fuckery and disappointment, and I wanted to slap all of them.
Oh, when we did Secret Garden.
When I came in and I seen my boy losing, he was playing against a very good player, mind you, but. When I seen the way they were just kind of just sitting there, even Mike, shout out to Mike, but Mike was just sitting there. Mike wasn't even doing anything because Mike didn't really have anybody to join powers with. It was so disheartening. I was like, this is not what we do. But then I couldn't get mad at them because they don't have any examples. That's what we get for not coming out. You know what I'm saying? That's what Killer 6 get for not showing up. That's what I get for not being at tournaments. I'm trash. I need to show them how to do it. But at the same time, I got my life to live, dog. Yeah. I got my partner, my little son over there. I'm trying to teach him the game. I'm trying to, expand my horizons. I'm old. I've been out here, dog. I ain't got nothing to prove. What you about to say? You reading something in the chat?
I'm looking at Lunar said, Greg, when I pull up, we get in games. He said, Dez was FYE. He said, I bet $10 you don't realize who I am. Who is that?
Who? Local Lunar TV? I don't know. He said, what's up, Lunar TV? We got a homeboy. Who else in here? Rel, what's up? Rel always lurking. Rel, come up here so we can play, man. I'll show you some of this card.
I knew it was Joey Dumbass, dog. I was going to say Joey Wick, dog. I knew it was going to say.
Who is Joey Wick? You shouldn't have told him. Who is Joey?
Cogner.
Who is Joey?
Hey, you seen him. He shout out to Joey, though. He just got
shout out to Joey.
Did y'all get married yet, or are y'all just engaged still? I don't remember. I don't know what the difference is. But congrats. Appreciate you helping me out with the HVAC the other day too.
Oh, he got you right with the HVAC?
Yeah,
that was him that was helping you and Zach on top of the roof?
No, he called, he put me on a couple guys that came out there to actually look at it for real. Okay. Me and Zach went up there and tried to do our military training on it, but we ain't do nothing but make it even worse.
Mm-hmm. Y'all trash.
But we are. Yeah. We wouldn't do nothing on active duty but drinking.
Yo, congratulations on the engagement though, Lunar TV, Joey. What's good, man? That's still big, man. You committing to something. Rel says he'll be around at 7. Okay, Rel. Tournament starts at 7. You're gonna show up at 7, be cold, and you're gonna lose, and you're gonna be making excuses. But he's probably at work though. Shout out to my boy Rel. I like giving Rel a hard time, man. Rel's super funny and super chill, laid back.
But yeah, we definitely got to get the OGs to start coming.
We're trying,
like you said, man. When you first came in there, I was like, I pulled you to the side. I was like, bro, look at this shit. Nobody cheering, dog. Nobody hyped up.
It was pathetic, bro.
Yeah, you can't do that shit by yourself, man. Like I
can do it by myself. Oh, you tried to do it by yourself?
Yeah, I tried to do it by myself. I was just like. Well, I don't know. And that was when I was really new to Tekken. So what could I tell? I don't have any advice for him and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just you just create a. What were you about to say?
The only thing I told him, I was like, hey, because this was when I don't even know if I might get in trouble for saying this, but remember he was like trying to do the Thumb Pro Arcade thing.
Yeah.
And like he kept on losing with that thing. And
He played with the thumb, bro?
I was like the first 5 rounds.
He's trash. I didn't know that.
Every time we do the Wednesday night tournament, anytime we get a grand finals when he's playing like the Rel or somebody like that, he would start losing it. And I'd be like, dog, it's because you're using that. You use your actual. Then when he put that up and started playing with his pad, he started bringing it back against Fusion, but. He already given him up like 5 to 8 games at that point.
So I'll give
you first to 10.
Okay, so just like in the chat earlier when Panther was being crazy and then Iceman said something, I was like, when Panther shut up, Iceman outranked you when he was telling you about the OBS smash and record. And when it comes to counseling each other, like you seen it when they were doing that online tournament, and I was counseling Chop, and he told me to shut the hell up. I had to shut up at that point, right? But there's certain people that can't counsel him. You know, you got to be in the trenches, and I've been in the trenches with Chop. So if you were to try to tell him to pull the thumb pro, he isn't going to listen to you. But if I get to arguing with him and be like, dude, you're losing, you're not playing good, stop trying to rely on something and cheat it, and you're not even performing well, go get your pad. I nip that in the bud. I'm not even going to let him do that. So that's also what we bring to the fold when we travel, because we've traveled together, we've competed. I know, like I was telling you, I gave my boy some game the other day, dog. And I'm super proud of him. This is why I rock with him. This is why this the homie right here, too. We clicked. I told that fool he was playing with a pad one time and was playing with a bad pad.
Yeah.
And he had lost, and I was like, boy, you got to get you a tournament pad. And you know what he did? That boy got him a tournament pad. He did not play around. He didn't say, Dez, you're stupid. Dez, you're old. Dez, you don't know what you're talking about. That fool got a tournament pad and got busy. He was like, yo, thanks. Then he gave it up. That's why I love him, because he gave it up. He's like, yo, good looking, kid. I was like, yo, good looking, son. You know what I'm saying? It's like those types of things are like why we're cool. Because, I mean, as a collective, why we're cool, me and you, and why
you definitely put me on with that tournament.
Why the community is cool, because Gio saved me in tournaments. He'll tell me to play this character.
I told somebody else about that before I bought the pad, and they were like, "Nah, that's stupid."
Nah.
And I was like, "Nah, this." I'm gonna do it.
Chop has a pad that's in a container. He
just for tournaments.
Just for tournaments.
Yeah.
It needs to be pristine. It needs to be fully calculated. You can play casuals. Actually, you're getting to the level to where you're not going to be able to play. Like, if I don't got a good pad, I'm not going to play certain people. I'll be like, nah, I'm going to wait.
That's what I'm starting to feel, because all the shot pads are worn the hell down. Like, you press forward and he go backwards and shit.
They have their own personalities. We call them brohams.
Yeah.
We call them brohams. That's the name. Iceman, you remember brohams? We call them brohams.
I didn't know how much difference a tournament, like just a pad that's being untouched, would make. But like, yo, when I whipped it out, like I'm telling you, I didn't even unbox it until like I came to the shop.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, and then it was super fresh. You can play with a super. I have to break mine in a little bit.
No, I'm telling you, like it felt
What's
like
up, Strategy?
It felt like butter, dog. Like I was pressing, but it felt like cardboard. I don't know what it felt like, but it was like super light.
What's up, man? Strategy in the building.
I wasn't dropping any inputs on anybody, man.
Boy, that's Chris. You gotta take care of Strategy.
Boy, I'll get you later. We're just talking. But yeah, man, it felt good to have a tournament pad, man. And shit, I got 3 and 2 with it.
Bro, it's like, have you? I know this sounds crazy, and y'all can help me out in the chat. And I don't want y'all talking crazy about me, because it's happened, even on accident. So don't be capping. Have you ever worn somebody else's shoes? Have you ever been like at somebody's house?
I mean, I wore my dad's shoes before.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
But we're going to take it a step further. Have you ever been at somebody's house, you have to take your shoes off at the door, and they got the same shoes as you, and then when you go put your shoes on, you be like,
y'all
these
both
ain't my
have forces?
shoes. It feels funny. And
Yeah,
you're like, these ain't my shoes, and you take them off.
Yeah.
That's how it is using somebody else's pad.
They hand you a greasy ass pad.
Exactly. You don't know what's on their feet. You don't know what's
licking their fingers. It's sticky.
Fungi growing in the shoes. There's a mini fungus culture in the shoes, and you don't even know about it.
Some people don't take care of their stuff, though.
Exactly.
Bro, you remember you used to go to your boy's house? My bad. And then, like, he would never have the case to the game. The game he would open up his drawer and there was just loose CDs everywhere. It chipped up.
Trash.
I'm like, bro, what are you doing with your stuff? Like,
trash.
Do you get to buy the game, throw the case in the art
I'm
away?
a stickler about that. If you come to my crib, which none of y'all won't, because y'all trash, except for Greg maybe. But if you come to the crib and you see a Tekken 7 case, there is a Tekken 7 inside of it. Or it's not in there, it's in the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I was always very strict about that. And but I know those people that just have them all over the place. You can't play the game. That's why chewing on them, flying them like Frisbees, bro. So that's why when
none of the games work.
None of the games work. That's why when digital downloads came out, I was in heaven.
Yeah, because you didn't have to worry about that.
It was the best thing. But yeah, it's like you got to have your pad that is going to respond the way you needed to respond and do what you needed to do at that moment, especially in a tournament situation where it's crucial. So, but we rolling now, man. We 5:21. We over an hour right now. We doing good.
We still keep going a little bit.
We keep going. Listen, we'll go to 5:30. Shout out to if y'all ain't checked it out, Anakin had the Scrub Cup going on today, the Scrub tournament. I didn't get a chance to check it out because we're doing the podcast, but y'all go over to his channel. Yeah, shout out to Anakin. Open up a different tab and go check him out. It's Shamir's competing in it, Kith Mercer, Ben Chang was in it. Shout out to my boy K-Gun. He
Let me
told
see
me
if I
about
can
it.
find the bracket real
Yeah,
quick.
see if
Is
you
it
can
on
find the
Smash
bracket.
GG or was it?
I don't know. I'll just look it up and see if
It's
it's
called
on.
Scrub
whatever.
Cup, right?
Scrub Cup.
Like SCRUP.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull it up on Smash.
So yeah, man. What's going on with GameStop? You tuned in on this GameStop thing?
Oh, that's one thing I meant to talk to you about a long time.
crazy.
That's what we got to cover that real quick.
Go
Dog.
on,
So,
talk it. Okay,
I try to get in on this
says it's on
stock, dog.
challenge.
I try to get in. It's on challenge. Okay.
Ben Chain got DQ'd? Dang.
Let me see. Challenge.
And Rel's not even at work. He said he's just at home being lazy. See,
Yo,
that's
bro,
what I'm talking
come up
about,
here, man.
Yo, what's up, Dubadab? Dubadab's in the chat. Shout him out. Yo, what's up?
I can't find it, but we'll get some stuff.
Shout out to Dubadab.
Yo, McPanther, you got the resources, dog. Post the link in the. You're a mod. Post the link in the chat so we can pull it up to the tournament bracket.
Oh yeah, you sure like that wall in the back?
Oh yeah, we thugging out here,
we
baby.
thugging, baby.
Yo, I tried to buy some stock because one of my boys hit me up and told me, like, the dude made 40K off this shit, right?
Really? Yeah, they cut that
But he
off
was in there
immediately.
early. Yeah. Robinhood is not letting you do it. I tried to make a
Robinhood
stock
put it back
account.
up. They put it back up the other day. They said that's what I read.
I tried to make an account that night with Webull, and they, you fill out your information. You put a picture of your credit card, or not your credit, your driver's license and all that stuff. Well, when I finished the application, instantly, I don't even know how could they have reviewed it this fast, but I guess it's like automated. They were like, oh yeah, because the answers you gave, you're not able to create a stock account. I'm like, oh, basically, I'm poor or black. I can't make a stock account. That's pretty much what I read.
Pretty much, it ain't even that you black. It's like they you know what? So you kind of understand what happened?
Yeah. I know they're like trying to basically, they're trying to manipulate everything, like not let people get in. So I know like the whole thing about there were shares being borrowed because they were banking on GameStop going bankrupt and all this, and now like basically the quote unquote the people were like, man, let's fight back and let's fuck over the rich people. So, which is dope. But I was like, let me get in on this so I can.
I
make
wanted
some
to get
bread,
in on it too. If I'd have known about it, I'd have been all over it. So I'm learning. Like I work at an accounting firm, so I know a little bit about the stock market, and I'm learning. I need to learn more about it now, especially since I'm in the.
You got the inside sources.
I got the inside sources. It's up everywhere. We got CSNBC is on all the time, and then I'm in Coinbase and dealing with Bitcoin and stuff like that. I'm really into that. So I'm trying to understand the volatility of the market and different things like that in the jargon, bull runs, bear runs, and stuff. Yeah. So what happened was exactly what you said. They were banking against it, that it was going to fold because GameStop, let's just keep it real, everybody, especially since we're in the chat.
Definitely supposed to go out of business, dog.
Let's keep it real. Since we all in the chat, we all gamers. GameStop been trash. They've been jerking us for years.
EB Games was fire back in the day.
EB Games was super fire.
EB Games was fire,
EB Games and
GameStop
EBX. Games, that's what happened to EBX and EB Games?
EB Games got bought out by GameStop.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Damn, that's why
they used to be EB in North DeKalb Mall.
I didn't know that. I remember the EB in North DeKalb Mall. Damn it, Greg. That's good history, man. Okay, so what happened was, we gonna get back to EB Games. I love that because it was EB. I used to work at the mall back home in South Carolina. It was EBX down the way. I used to work at the hat store. That's why I wear hats all the time. I used to work at Lids. I go to EBX. I put all the, so I used to get all the stuff soon and all like early. It was fun. So GameStop was trash, basically. For a lot of different reasons. They don't never have nothing.
No controllers, dog.
They don't got no controllers. I try to buy my swag. They don't got it. It's the last one. They overcharge it for everything. It's complete trash. People in there bugging out. One of those videos went viral that time. Those dudes got to fighting in there. That was hilarious. Oh yeah, dog. That was hilarious. Yo, if y'all got that clip, no, don't put that in the chat. We don't want to promote that. But anyway, so everybody's banking. It was all right, Alex. We'll see you, man. I'll see you in a minute. They were banking on it to close, which it was supposed to close. The hedge fund owners were banking on it to close, right? Yeah. And it was. And then people got wind of that. This Reddit account came up.
Yeah, it's all like the Reddit thing.
The Reddit people. And then they betted against it, and they started getting paid. Well, the hedge fund people, they want to keep that exclusive. They want to keep that money because that's how they're buying all the cocaine and stuff. The Smiths
so they can snort it all up and got their,
be
Ferraris
crazy
and
have their kids in the nice schools and stuff like that. And they got screwed over. So they used their leverage, man, the power that they have, and they got on Robinhood's ass about giving everybody access to that kind of wealth and power, and they restricted it. And during the downtime, my guess is, I can't confirm this, they made some kind of restrictions to where applications came through with black or these things or whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be a racial thing, but whatever these qualifications came through.
I think they're looking at it like, because they ask you a lot about your finances. And you know, I just told the truth, so I was like, yeah, I put the lowest tier. I make 0 to 50K.
Yeah.
I wish I made 50K.
Yeah.
I don't make nowhere near it.
Yeah.
Shit, I wish I made.
You be making it
30K.
soon after this podcast. Probably you gonna be making it, boy. We're gonna be rolling.
Shit, man. Once I'm almost done paying off the business credit, and then you know,
nah, we're gonna be rolling, bro. Trust me, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But with that said, so that's what they're doing. So through the applications, they're looking at a rich person. We're not letting you in, and that's how they appease the hedge fund people, and everybody was getting rich, bro.
And then I also saw on top that they were talking. I don't know if it got settled, and they said they stopped letting people buy the stock for GameStop.
Class
on
action
top of
lawsuit.
that, that Robinhood's advisors or whoever had intentionally.
That happens, bro. That's right.
I'm sure it does. Dog,
that's all along the lanes. You got to think,
people.
Greg. If we're friends and you had,
of course, I'm gonna feed that to you. And
yeah, of course you're gonna tell me.
Yeah,
but the problem is try to keep people from ever advancing. That's the problem. Those are the major problems. Not the major problems in our society.
That's all politics. Right there.
Yeah, it's all politics that can kind of get crazy, and it's going crazy.
Oh, it's trying hard.
That's nasty, dog.
Oh,
my boy Greg be going crazy. That's the
cost. That silicone.
That's Penn State. You like the Penn State uniforms?
Oh yeah, you got it. No, the Alabama uniforms.
You like the Alabama? My boy.
Yeah,
so that's
simple, traditional,
simple, very clean line, pure classic colors.
Yeah, timeless, basically.
Timeless.
Yeah.
Very. It's very. That shit is very macho.
Neon, look at me, glow in the dark.
You gotta let people rock though, because that gives you more. I
feel like they be going out. I'm like, bro, you did not get. You had to go into the store and they had that one hanging at the very top, and you had to ask the dude to come by and get the stick. You used to
ask on them pellets.
You went into that.
You was clean.
That stand at North DeKalb Mall where they had them changes, and you asked for one of them changes, and you swore you was doing it to him. You was not doing it to him. You was not doing it to him.
That's why that dude is so funny, because the science that he's thinking. No, you did everything. I didn't do that. The science, the way he's articulating his thinking, the mind state. Attached to what he's talking about, we're very familiar with it, especially living in Atlanta. You lived in East Atlanta. I was telling Tristan that. I was like, you lived in East Atlanta. That's where all that kind of stuff goes on. East Atlanta is very black and very in your face, loud colors, box Chevys, A-Town Fitteds.
My grandma
Michael Vick jerseys.
I went to church off Simpson Road,
For real?
Allen Temple.
Oh,
my
grandma, the Temple's real.
Yeah, so we were always at my grandma's place. She was over there off Cascade.
Okay.
But we grew up in by North DeKalb Mall. So
okay.
I lived on that side. So Scottdale, Decatur.
Scottsdale? Shout out to Scottsdale.
Is just right down the road.
Shout out to Scottsdale.
Yeah, Scottsdale, they had the Anthony's Pizza.
I don't know about Anthony's Pizza.
Yeah, I think it was really a meth lab, because there was that steel mill right there, and the steel mill used to never be open, and they just for no reason there's a church that nobody was ever at, and then Anthony's Pizza, and the pizza there is trash, but it was a good deal. It's cheap, so we would go over there.
That's the Atlanta way.
Yeah.
If you got cheap stuff, it'll always flourish, dog.
Anthony's is still alive.
Who know about Anthony's Pizza, dog? Who said that?
Carolina McPanther said that.
No. You got to give him. He from the east side. You got to give him his props on that. We ain't gonna dump him. Whenever he gets solid facts, we'll give it up.
Okay.
What's up, y'all?
They still got good wings over there. I used to like their wings more than their pizza.
Okay.
It's been way too long, man.
Oh, what's up, man? We're doing a little podcast. I gotta put my mask on. We getting ready to wrap up though.
Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap it up, man. Hey, thanks
boy
everybody.
Trout, shout out to Trout. He just walked in. I ain't seen this man forever.
Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to Trout walking in. Yo, listen, man. Thanks for tuning in with us. It's gonna get better and better each week. We're gonna explore more topics. We'll have more scripted topics as we progress. But now, thanks for all the subs today, man. We really appreciate it. I forgot her name. Cheshire. What's her name?
Cheshire.
Cheshire. I'm thinking about Cheshire Road. Cheshire.
Cheshire
Yo, that's Gio.
You hang out at Cheshire Bridge Road.
That's my dog. Yeah. Yo, what's up, man? You should have been on the podcast. That's Big Boy. Okay, that's what's good. Yo, we gotta end it now. We about to get real quick. No, we gotta leave. We gotta end it. They gotta tune in. Yo, we got Big Boy.
Now you come through.
We got Big Boy.
You just got back from BJ Roosters, man?
We got Big Boy. We got Gio. We got Chop coming through. So y'all get a chance. Y'all come up here tonight. Y'all come and kick it with us, man. We're gonna have the TH2. Hold on. We got the TH2 tour tonight. And we're gonna be vibing out, man. So y'all come and kick it with us, man. We'll get together next week. 4 o'clock? We're gonna do it again, Pimp?
Yeah, we're gonna do it 4 o'clock every time.
Okay,
so,
let's do it, man.
We'll be consistent with it.
We're going on Dirty Dizzle.
Stream, man. I'll catch y'all later. Appreciate it.